I don't know what happened. I didn't touch my phone or anything, so I don't know why it just ended stream. Yeah, no, something was wrong. I don't know. Fake Lego was making a stream glitch. That's a valid theory. That's a proper theory right there. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, but let's continue with what I was doing. Searching for a piece. Okay. Finally found one of the two. And then two little great pieces up in the front. And up there's the other one that I was looking for. Now I need a brick that's the same length as this. There. Yes, he's back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whew. That was weird. I don't know why you treated me that dirty. But we'll go with the flow. So the start, very similar to the other, what's it called? The other dioramas. So now I need to make two like this, where they're two of these pieces long. No, it's one of these pieces long, plus a 1 by like this. So let's see how it all plays out. So it needs to be the smaller side across. And 1 by 4 bricks. Dude, the instructions are so small and stuff. I think I got wind of your live stream and couldn't handle it as facts. They freaking immediately took me down. They're like, what's this guy doing? Supporting fakers. Instructions don't look simple. They are not the most simple instructions to follow. They're just whatever. So it's okay. It is a bit wider than I thought it would be for the display. I kind of expected it to be a little bit smaller, like 4 to 6 bricks so smaller, but it's an okay size. Wait, this isn't even right. So it's 8, 6, 2, and then there should be a 4. Enough space for 4 here. But it's not. Is this piece supposed to be longer? I'm losing it, man. I'm already struggling with these trash instructions. Are you supposed to have 1 by 8s in here? Or 2 by 8s? Blacks? Because the instructions are trying to say, what I'll show you guys. The instructions are trying to say that these 2 bricks at the bottom are supposed to be long enough to fit all these bricks on the top. But as you can see, there's 2 studs sticking out. When that should not be the case. So it's supposed to be... Because these are right. And that's the same size brick. There's not many black plates to falsify this and make it different. Because this is supposed to overlay like that on both ends. Is that too big a brick? Like, is there a smaller, like, one? Nope, those are 1 by 8s. So they just gave me the wrong sized bricks, I guess. So we'll build around it. We'll build around the fact that it's literally not, that you don't have the right pieces for it. So we're off to a great start, huh? With the Lego bootleg, huh? So that goes there, and then this piece goes sitting there, and there's like a 1x2 gap on the bottom just because of the way that is built. $100. Show your collection. Get me to 20,000 subscribers. I'm planning on posting a collection tour video then. I think it'll be a fun video. I just got an extra long black piece for some reason. Whatever. 1x6 brick there. 1x2, and then the same issue we had before. Where is it? Go. What? What? My mind is breaking. One piece that I missed a piece. Somewhere along the lines. Because both of these... What did I miss? Oh, on this side, I messed up actually. I don't know how that brick got there. So that side is correct. This side is correct, right? How is this side incorrect? Okay, so this side is incorrect because that side just didn't have one of the pieces I needed. That's right, and then these pieces are the same. This is one of them 1 + 1 does not equal 2 moments. Like the bricks on... Okay, actually, okay. Is there an extra piece or something I'm missing that I slipped somewhere that... Because that does seem more right now that I'm looking at it. So these are the right size. These are the right way to do it. I'm missing a piece. Because there's supposed to be one that's a little bit smaller. But I don't have it, and it's a black piece. There's no black pieces on this whole dang table. And underneath the instructions, no. They slide underneath the thing, no. Nothing left in the bag. Nothing left in the trash cans on the floor. So, okay. Alright, so we do what we can, and we just connect these, and we call it a day. There's going to be one corner of it that's going to be a little bit gapped, but we'll make sure that is the back of the build. Okay? That's how we're going to play it off. I sat there paying too much attention. Did the bricks click smoothly? I haven't had an issue with the bricks clicking yet. Like, it seems like they're very much. You can hear it. Now I gotta put the little grates on them for a little design. Me when I build a normal Lego set, just absolutely confused and trying to figure out what the heck's going on. So valid. It's valid. And where is this? 2 more great pieces. Yep, they were on top of each other. Man, I appreciate everyone for coming into the chat. Buy the Ninjago Old Town set? No, not a Ninjago guy. I don't plan to get any of the new ones. Even though they do look good, I'll give you that. They do look like decent sets. So it's having you build the rest of it on the outside. Oh yeah, hold on. Going a little bit out of order because it's kind of... Oh, nope. Okay, it's there. Just look a different color from my angle. So the black border is finished after way too long to messing around with that because I suck. How's the pirate thing look? Haven't seen it since last stream. I finished the bag that I had to stop on because of dinner, and I'll just grab it. It's looking pretty cool. Like putting the sails on the thing and connecting it to the thing, that's very solid. But I didn't do more than just that bag. We finished bag 5. We have 6 through 15 left. That set still has a lot to go. So that's going to be exciting. I think I'm going to stream that tonight. I'm just not doing it just yet. So these go next to each other. The small one goes on the right side by the way this is built. You need 2 of these long gray pieces. It should just flip it across the top, 4 bricks in. Now we got those connected and sit across the top, and then 2 1x6s. Some bricks like those need a little bit of pressure to get in. They're not the best. Hello, Karina. How you doing? Oh, bro, now my joke doesn't make sense anymore. Oh my god. Fit. Okay, there we go. Loud ass crack. I thought I actually broke the piece there. Nope. Okay. 1. And I need 12 of these red plates for the next part of this step. At least they do give you like the what pieces you need. Fake Lego counselor or something. That probably would be cool. But yeah, these pieces are all scratched up the moment you get them. 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. And then I need 8 of the 2x3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 1x1s. 1 and 2. Building a racetrack, nice. So right up in the front from the thing, it's just layered with just the red panel pieces. Okay. What are you building? A bootleg Lego Star Wars Palpatine's Arrest. Because my subscribers liked my video enough to force me to buy it. So boom, boom, boom. And then layers across this. Yep, okay. Wait, is that right? God, I can barely tell that it's asking me for gray 1x6s because it doesn't have like the highlight around where the brick goes. I couldn't even tell that they were there. Gray on gray. Where's the other one? There. What is this? Senate Interior? Yeah, well, basically. You know, it kind of looks like old gray. I can't really... A little bit. Colors are similar. But, like, look at how out of the package, how scratched up that little bit is. Shine it in the light. It's not awful, but it looks like they've been sitting in a bin for a minute. Can you hold the Lego set up? Not a whole lot so far in this set. Fits in fine. But if you're asking for the box, there's no box. It came in this bag. The ability to do a push-up? I probably can, but I ain't gonna get to the ground. Where am I going? Okay, I need 2 more of these bricks. That's the AliExpress one. Is it AliExpress? You recommend parting out sets and Bricklink and instead of buying them? Honestly, if you're going to do that, my recommendation would be look at the part list and look online and see which sets or like what pieces do you have already from your collection. Because I wouldn't say go like just going and buying the whole thing, because certain sets I cannot picture that being worth it. But for some, like my friend, he parted out the Darth Maul bust, and I believe that was worth it for him. So certain sets are indeed good for that purpose. New people popping in. Where's the minifigs? So the minifigs are Palpatine, Mace Windu, and Anakin Skywalker. You only get 3 in this, but can't expect more for a $25 bootleg. Yeah, it's fake Lego. That's the point. It's the stream name is literally building bootleg Lego Star Wars. I bought bootleg because I had too little faith in my subscribers, and I told them, get this video to 5,000 likes. And I should have said 10. Now I have the all the 1x6s on the board. Because they all just sit cross. So all these pieces sit, 4 of them sit across the back. That makes sense. The plastic's already warping. It's a little hard to keep it flat with all the other plates on it. But I think it'll be better when it's put into the frame, maybe. But yeah, it's definitely not great. And 2 sit across the center. Yep. It's a pretty basic build as well. Because it's literally just, like, that's the floor support. Just a flat line across it. It's nothing complicated. So now I gotta start putting down a little bit of displays to make it look like his actual room. Boom, there, step, slope. This one goes over here. How much was this? $28 on Walmart. And now I'm realizing it probably would have been better to try to find like AliExpress or somewhere else to buy this, because it probably was cheaper. The minifig is worth the price of $25. Well, if you don't have any of these figures, it's a cool alternative, but I do. I had Palpatine's Arrest as a kid, so I'm not really, like, excited for those. Because I can't see this being a good way to get the Mace and what's called if you don't care and you just want a Mace Windu figure, you know? But I have them. Ooh, Last Brick Productions. Appreciate the jewels. Floating hearts. Starting to kind of look like it. Can you tell me the set number? What's it? Let me see. It's Mach 2113 or 2213. Yeah, it's not Lego. It's not Lego. Okay, I did that step. On to the next one. Grab these slow pieces. The only minifigure you want is Cad Bane. I wouldn't have bought any of the January 1st sets like that. The only January 1st set I got was the Creel House. And that'll come in the mail eventually. But otherwise, everything else, like I would have gotten them if I could find them early, but I couldn't find any early this year, so I was just like, not happening. We're not doing that. Okay. God, there's just so many things for like one step of the instructions that I'm like just trying to juggle. So they sit right above the edge of the stairs. It's an okay way to do what it's going for. I live in Candy, so it's hard to find sets where I'm at. Dang. Ugh, never really had issues. Live in Connecticut. Wait, it's 100% a mock that came with minifigs. That's rare. Well, it's a bootleg. So they're Chinese minifigs. Like, they're not actual minifigs. They look like minifigs. They're not like custom printed on Lego or anything. These are all scalpers holding on dark red pieces like Maul holding to his hatred for Obi-Wan. What happened with Barracuda Bay? It's right here. You can see it in the background. I told people when this comes in the mail, I'll build it. And I thought it would come in after Barracuda Bay was done, but came in like 2 days early, 3 days early. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm doing that now. No, these. Now 2 of those. Also, isn't it funny how the curved pieces aren't together? You know, like you have to click them into place. It's a Walmart knockoff. Yep. And this sits like that. Where's the? Really not a whole lot to this set. It's just a kind of a decorated base. Like it's an okay building techniques, you know what I mean? But dang, people don't know what Walmart is. Good Lord, they're not fitting in right. Fit. Stay flat. That's where we're at right now. You can see. What's it called? It's from a company called WM. I was curious because I've never bought bootlegs before, and I was kind of forced into it by my subscribers. Because how would I have looked if I lied and said, if you guys get me to them likes, then I wouldn't do it, and that'd just be messed up. So I gotta put 2 of them up in the front. And 2 of them on the side, right? Up a little bit. Where's the other circle piece? There it is. Yes, the 360 mint printing on the mace is very, very odd. It's unique for sure. Okay, and this goes up in the front. middle. Me sit that way. I think it's cool. I think it's decent looking so far. Like, it's more of like how it's gonna look when it's like completed, you know? Building experience hasn't been awful except for the fact that it was already missing a piece in the first few steps. But other than that, just been very, very samey Lego build so far. And kind of just trash tiny instructions where they're like, yep, put 50 pieces on one step. And you're like, okay, all right. We're getting there. Okay, so is that the end of that step? No. 1, 2, so that seems for 6 of those. I feel like I'm at the eye doctor trying to like look into the freaking thing and catch what pieces in particular I'm looking for. Tilt the camera down a little bit more for y'all. There we go. So, hold on. One of these pieces goes... See, Lego would never do that because that piece is just floating. It's not like very sturdy. It can pop off if you're not careful. Lego would never do that in an actual set. But for this, it's whatever. Like, it's not really gonna budge too much, even though it's kind of like the floor planks are a little wobbly. Wait a minute. Oh, I messed up. Because they're supposed to be... Oh, no, I didn't mess up. Because that piece goes there, floats again, and then we get plates down the middle. So Star Wars, what set is this? Yeah, bootleg Palpatine's Arrest. It's starting to look like is what's it called? You know, it's getting there. A little dense, a little flat plate. Okay. And then I mean to put the spinny thing in the top. Oh, the spinny thing does not spin like at all. It doesn't have like a... It has some freaking tension to the spinny. It's looking decent. It's looking decent so far. But yeah, there's definitely reasons that if you can get it called, can get actual Lego and go for it. Let's just sit on the top, okay? Like, hey, for people who never got a Palpatine's Arrest, not the worst thing. Definitely not the worst thing. Do you stream Fortnite? No. I play Fortnite, but I don't stream it. Fit on the break. Okay. Now, where's the last one of these clear studs that I need? Yeah, that's where I'm supposed to use all the clear studs. Any more clear studs on the table, or am I out? And I gotta hope that, like, I don't need an extra gray. So I don't think I got an extra clear stud. So I'll just use regular gray stud. Hopefully that doesn't mess me up. Yeah, it is confusing. Like, people are looking at this and they're like, I've never seen this before. What are you building? Yeah. So who in their right mind would actually buy this? So it goes across the bottom to keep it straight, I think. Interesting. And then it sits in the display stand. Let me make sure it's not the one that's missing. Because this is the front. Or yes, this is the front. So now I gotta fit it in here. Click it to the bottom. What? See, look at that. It's literally... They gave me 2 bricks that are the wrong size. Wait. Never mind. I'm really losing it. This black border messed me up because I'm like, wait a minute, that actually could fit. And it does. Then you fit that there. Okay, never mind. The black border's right. Why did that... I was literally measuring the pieces. Y'all saw me measuring them to make sure they were the right size with each other on both ends. And yet this is somehow the piece that goes on the bottom here. And then it fits in the thing perfectly. Yeah, the A-wing looks awful from the back. Oh, the one that's in the what's it called? I haven't seen the back of the A-wing because I know like on those sets the smart bricks sit on the back and it makes it open. Yeah. Black border does look very nice on this. I will give them that. Oh, how did that happen? Knocked it out of place. Boom. Not too bad. Now to build his chair and his table. Start with his table. Click, click. That's just like the one thing when I'm looking at some of the pieces. I'm like, some of these pieces really did not exist back when the old Palpatine's Arrest was made. So it like makes sense that they chose that some of these things makes you really wish that they made a remake of that dang set, because you know it'd just be so much better than it is right now. So I go like that. 2 flat plates on the top. If it fit, okay, nice and snug piece there. Great one by one. Build for the A-wing is phenomenal. Best one so far, unfortunately. Yeah. Pretty sure the A-wing side accurate. Got the X-Men mansion today. Yup. X-Mansion's a banger. I ended up getting my X-Mansion when Disney had a little thing where their like website, they put everything at 50% off. Wait, what the heck? Oh, okay. I was like, what am I doing here? Yeah, I actually got it. I said I'd get 5,000 likes and I'd do it. And then I got 5,000 likes in 20 hours. Of course I'd do it. 1, 2. Where's the other pieces? There's supposed to be more clear pieces in this set, and there is not. So I guess I'll use the 2 gray ones. Or no. Oh, is it supposed? I think it's supposed to be gray underneath here, and these are supposed to be the clear ones. Really can't tell what the colors on this thing. That makes more sense. I'm looking at only 2 gray pieces left. You need to speed this up for real, dude. Look at the instructions, dude. I'm trying to stare and figure out what these numbers and stuff are on this thing. I don't got the best instructions in front of me. I'd speed it up if I could. Are we going to speed up on instructions for ants? Exactly, dude. I'm sitting here. I think that says 6. I think I'm reading this correctly. Okay. And there you go. We're running low on pieces on the table, though, so it's kind of one of those things that's like, okay, we're going to finish this up soon, relatively faster. I think that's right. Yep. And then one of these up here. 2 of these pieces. Where's the gray ones? Light gray. There. Almost out of all the gray pieces on this set. The instructions look like a sticker pamphlet. Yeah, and there's 45 steps on one side of the one piece of paper with 2 sides. Oh, now they want to start highlighting what brick you put on. You don't want to do it over here. Oh no, do they do it? No, they just didn't highlight the gray on that one step that I was talking about. Okay. It's easy to notice inconsistencies when Lego never really has any. Okay, this goes like that, the stand, and then up on the top of the table like that, or his little lamp things, I guess. And this sits right there. Nice. Okay, now on to Palpatine's chair. Well, I'll show you guys up close his desk. It's relatively decent. Like, for the build, it's solid. Phone did a quick ring. Okay, so I need this one too. Yeah, it's not an official set. It is indeed a Mach. The instructions say Mach number on it. So this is the bottom of his chair. Yes, it is. Brick. Pieces that sit downward. Beautiful. The Louis sandals. Oh, I thought it would be taller. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so I need to grab these, shape them upward. Real Lego don't have 360 prints, for real. The only now Lego's doing side body printing, they ain't doing that. They ain't doing that in their sets. His chair build's pretty decent. Finish it up because it's only a couple pieces. It's nothing too crazy. Yep. Only CMFs. CMFs don't even have like back leg printing like that, but they do have side printing, which is sick. Palpatine's chair, nothing too insane. Plops right down on his little desk thing. Come on. Huh. Wait, did I put that in the right place? Yeah, I did. So his chair can't spin around all the way. Like, that's the limit to the spin on it. Because he comes into the office and he's facing the window, right? And then he turns around and then stands up and then hops over to get them. Right? Yeah, and it's like, it's not like it's just barely glazing it or grazing it. It would have to be, desk would have to be taller for it to swivel like that. But alrighty, on to the windows. Gotta click 3 of these together. CMS for scalpers. What's your favorite set of all time? Yeah, that gunship's one of my favorites too. It's built right behind me. Can you see it in camera? Yep, there it is. There's that gunship. That's a fantastic Star Wars set. That's honestly a valid take. But for me, it comes down to like which one's my favorite version of a lot of these iconic ships. Because like I adore like the 2018 X-Wing, I believe it is. That's a fantastic set. One of the ones that got me back into Lego after my little bit of hiatus from the brand. The Solo TIE Fighter's fantastic. That thing is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, so is the whole window on a little bit of a curve? Yes, it is, huh? Okay. There. One red and then two gray up. What would you rate this out of 10? So a lot of the bricks I'm getting are very scratched and rough, but the build itself is decent. Instructions are terrible. I do have to give it like a passing grade though, because I don't think it's too bad. 28 bucks. Like, I feel if you had 28 bucks, you could have gone on Bricklink and gotten pieces for this set for about that price or maybe a little more. And the quality would just be a little bit better, you know? Like, it's an okay build. It's relatively decent. Like, I'll give it that. But it's definitely not great. And the instructions are really weird. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So it, like, goes down and, like... So it's not, like, across the page. It's, like, in little sections. And I need how many of these bricks? 3 and a flat. Okay. And then I put a... Oh, it's the top side. Yep. There we go. 1, 2. Nope. Just joined. Did it have any minifigs? Yeah, I'll go over the minifigs because I haven't done it in a minute. Finish this step. So the minifigs, of course, get Anakin Skywalker, which I think is actually my favorite one in this set. He even has some arm printing. It's a little hard for it to focus on it. But, yeah. And then, of course, he has... Oh, hair is sticking to the head. Yeah, that's the issue with these bootlegs. Print quality is not the greatest. I cannot get that freaking head off it. But believe me, there is a Sith face on there, and it came with a red lightsaber. Mace Windu has full printing all around it, which is very interesting. And the face, I do not think is too bad for him. But Palpatine, I think, is the worst figure. His hair is a little bit off when it comes to the shaping. But otherwise, it's relatively decent. His other side face, though, again, the hair is not coming off. Oh, there it is. That's just a guy. That is not Palpatine, brother. So you're going to want to show him off in his angry form. Back to the build. 3 across and it's 2 up. Well, love your videos. Appreciate it. Build Palpatine's arrest. But not the one you guys all love. So now it's a 1x4. 1x4. 1x3, and then across the top it's a 1x6. Okay, that makes sense. So we got a little piece of the window done. And then now I put the flat part on top. 6. And the little arch piece. Okay. I was like, that's not great. Interesting, they have it only connect by one stud. This set better be permanent because the clutch power is everything. Super glue ones will be there. Clutch power does seem decent on this thing. That's one thing. How often do I stream? Couple times. It's honestly, I'd say once a week at this point, because I really have to have something for me to want to stream. Right now, I have the Barracuda Bay and this, so I'm going to be streaming. And then in a couple weeks, I'm going to have both my Stranger Things sets, because I actually had one of my subscribers help me get an upside down, because the upside downs are so expensive over here because everyone's buying them. But he bought one from Germany where the price is just in comparison. So I have to pay the tariffs and the shipping, and it's like $150 cheaper for me to do it that way. So I get my Stranger Things. So that's cool. That's cool to me. Alrighty. So now let's get to the other side. The upside down. The other side. Speaking of upside down, I don't know if anyone watches the WWE, but they had like a Stranger Things collab last night, and it was not very Stranger Things. They just had a couple little design changes, and otherwise it was your WWE, so normal. I expected more. I had to buy it and get it shipped to my house, but I bought a Stranger Things WWE Vecna shirt. I'm very excited to get that in the mail, because I'm just like, that's cool. So it's weird because it's like one of the sides of the instructions is like this way, one side's this way. So I gotta make sure I'm doing it the right way. 2 bricks up this. And then that goes there. Parts of these instructions are like just rough. One stud, that goes okay. So I got, where's the other one? There. 3 things. I watched Interstellar yesterday. It was amazing. Interstellar's a great movie. I watched it on its IMAX re-release. Like, I'd watched it before, but the re-release was so crazy seeing it on the big screen. Christopher Nolan's something else when it comes to movies. I don't think there's really anybody like him. I'm hoping Odyssey is as good as it looks. I don't want to be sad. Did I mess something up? Oh, yes, I did. There's supposed to be a 1x2 flat red piece there. Have you watched Home Improvement? I watched a little bit when I was a kid. I remember watching it with my parents. It's that's the one of the like the move that bus, right? Like that's Home Improvement. Am I thinking of something wrong? Is there like an actual show that's it's on Disney Plus? Knowing Nolan is probably going to be good. Yeah. Odyssey's. I'm like staying away from all the trailers and stuff. No Home Improvements with Tim Allen. No, I have not seen that then. What did I miss? It's 2 flat plates high. Good Lord. You literally cannot see it because it's just all red blurred together on the instructions. Okay, so now that that's there, that's where it's supposed to be. Now it's going to be 1, 1, 1, and 1. Let's read the Big Stranger Things fan. Fortunately, can't get the. Yeah. Creel House, I was lucky to get it at midnight when it like released, but it's still on back order for me, so I really don't even know when it's gonna come in the mail, and I bought it. You know what I mean? Like, thank God I did, so I don't gotta pay all that extra, like, craziness for the GWP. But So now this goes on the bottom. Oh, hold on. I missed a step. 2 steps. Ban this dude. Valid crash out. Okay. This should be more correct, right? Yeah. Weedy sandals. That's how it's built. Yep, same thing reversed. And then it needs to have its little bit of a curve there. I do like the fact that the window is curved. They actually like took into account it's not just a flat back. Window's got this little curvy thing to it. So now I just build the top of the window and that is it. Very nice. There we go. Place that there. And then it's just connected like that. Yeah, it goes over the black border, which is interesting. I think that's how it goes, right? I think that's how it is. I think that's how it's supposed to be. Ever play any video games? Yeah, I play Fortnite often. Big on Fortnite. I'm actually doing a replay of Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 right now. So I think what I'm going to try to do, if I'm redoing this scene, when you want to display it like they didn't really make it so you could display it the way you'd want to have them, like outside the window, like kind of hooked. You know what I mean? Not really many places to do that. Did I see the smart brick sets? Yeah, I made a short or 2 about them. So I think. So the best way to display this, I guess, would be to have these 2 still fighting. Windu and Mace still fighting. God dang it. And then like have like Anakin walking in and running, maybe. That'd probably be how I'd display it. There's a piece that isn't clicked in. There's a couple pieces that aren't like perfectly in. Like all these flat pieces don't really sit right. Even if you push them in, attempt to push them in place. But it's okay. It's okay. Very, very decent. Very decent build. But, oh, god dang it. See, it's like, that's the issue with it only being stuck on by two little studs. This whole back wall is not the strongest. I will not lie, it is decent though. That is a decent little diorama. There won the window. Bootleg advent calendar. The top is not hooked together? Where? Oh, it's right there. I think. Those aren't fully pressed down a ton. But yeah, this thing is $28 on Walmart. And I will not lie, it's not awful. It's definitely not awful. But like I built it in about an hour, a little bit longer because this is like the second stream or whatever. It's decent. But if you're okay with the quality not being the greatest and the instruction manual being close to as small as physically possible, then have at it. Have fun. It's not bad. It's not bad. You can give Palpatine a second lightsaber like he did in those Clone Wars episodes. Because Anakin has a red one, even though he never uses a red one until he's actually Vader. So Palpatine got 2 lightsabers in this duel. Could be a happy toy meal. Yeah, I just don't think $28 is good. Still on design too, probably. My whole thing with this is, I would say, trying to think of a good price for this. Oh, 501st Clone Productions, how you doing today? Nice to see you again. Yeah, decent build. The price is rough. Honestly, if this was, because it is bootleg, and you don't expect bootleg to be the same price as Lego. You know what I mean? It's 10. This thing is literally 10 cents per piece. Yeah, $15. That wouldn't be bad. Because you look at the AliExpress and they're doing $200 freaking Falcons. This thing, that price is rough. That price is horrible. But if Lego released this as a $30 set, this would be one of the best sets of the year. You know what I mean? But it's not Lego. That's the problem. It's not actual Lego. Yeah, $11, $15, $28 for a $12 set, basically. The one thing I will say, though, is my first short where I asked you guys to get me 5,000 likes to get this set. It did pay for this set. I did get enough ad revenue that it paid for this set. So this set's technically free for me. But, yeah, I don't know if I'd really recommend it to anyone to buy it. I do think I'm going to do a review on it when it comes through. But, yeah, all for $11. FPC has a cool play feature where the figs actually fight. Are you talking about the smart bricks? Oh yeah, the new smart brick battle set could be fire. Also, I appreciate all the jewels, 501st. But so I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick because now that I'm done with this, I got like 30 more minutes I want to stream right now. Doing Barracuda Bay, and I'm gonna continue building Lego, but I do need to go to the bathroom. So, I'll be right back. But yes, let me get the bootleg stuff. Bought the UCS Venator for 200, under 200. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the AliExpress bootlegs are much better deal. Let me put all the extra pieces and minifigure stand in the bag so I don't mix up my real Lego with my fake Lego. Put this. Where the heck do I put this? Well, I guess you'll go on shelf. You're going bottom shelf for now. There's nothing on the bottom shelf. That's the one thing that's a little exciting about this display. I have a lot of open space that I want to fill. But we're back to Barracuda baying for a little bit. Very excited. Love. This set is sick. Alright, so I need, for the next step, we're continuing the ship. Oh, hold on. Okay. Hey, do you have the Spider-Man train? Yeah, it's sitting up here. Yeah, we're building this. We're continuing because we're on bag 6. The box is on the side. I just wanted to do a little bit of a, what's the word for it? A little bit of a break from Barracuda Bay to do that set, the bootleg, and do it. Barracuda Spider-Man train? No, I got it on sale. On sale, I think it was worth it because the Doc Ock is like one of the coolest figures I could have imagined. No, this is real. This Barracuda Bay is actually real. I'm gonna change the stream name now. Now that you mention it, because I'm saying I'm building bootlegs on stream. No, I'm not. Not anymore. Not anymore. Okay. The stream name has been changed. Nope. Live. Click back to the stream. Are you a Lord of the Rings fan? I like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is cool. I just don't have any of the... I only have Rivendell. And I might get the... What's it called? Wonder how much of like a bootleg Barracuda Bay would cost. That's a curious question. So what? I need big plate and then 2 of the smaller plates. Here, be back in an hour. I don't know if I'll be alive in an hour, but see you later if I'm not. Because I know my mom will be home in about 30 minutes and I do want to talk to her for a bit. Oh, nice little jewel stand. Nice little frontage. Oh, there's a pig and a shark in this bag? Heck yeah. That's all you get me sold on a set and excited. Make sure I don't have a small number 6 somewhere. 7, 9. I think it's only 1 6. No, there's 2 6s. Oh god. I thought I already had a lot of pieces on the table. I'm gonna have even more. Soon before I know it, you guys aren't gonna be able to see my freaking thing. You're my favorite Lego creator. Appreciate that, man. I hear a lot of people say that, and I'm like, oh god, really? Me? Am I doing that good? Appreciate that. It's crazy. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers. Is this a new stream of the Star Wars one? Well, it's an extension of the Star Wars one. I was doing the Star Wars one earlier, and then we're just continuing. So now we're starting the front of the ship. So I begin with the big blue plate. We're building the deck. I'll pull this up closer to me. I'm very happy to see little animals. I didn't expect the pig to be in there. Are you going to get any of the Smart Brick sets? The only way I'll get the Smart Brick sets is if I find any of them early on shelves. Because I'm not part of LAN or anything, so I'm not like... the only one I'd want to get is maybe the $150 Ultimate Dual one. It's the only one I'm like... I think has like cool enough features to almost kind of warrant it. But yeah, it's still... I'm posting a short later tonight because I couldn't believe it. When you look at like worth the money or not, the what's it called? The turbo tank, the Juggernaut, is like the same as the new set. It's less pieces, has 3 less smart figures, and it's it's just not worth the money. You're just like, oh, this one has all the special smart features and functions, and the other one just doesn't. It just taxed up to high hell for nothing. But I think the Smart Brick sets will hit sales. It's like the Mario. I can't see the shark. Sharky. Boom. Very nice piece for the shark. I didn't find the devastated emoji. Where's this? I'm looking for one by one brown like cylinder piece. Well, I have 2 pieces of what's it called, of a chest. Maybe get one that'll go on sale. Hoping more helmets come out. I think helmets are done. Like for Lego Star Wars, I don't know. Supposedly we're getting like the busts and stuff, but I haven't heard any news on that. But yeah, putting Sauron in the Lord of the Rings helmet set is crazy. What the heck are we doing? Okay, I'll move on from this right now because I cannot find it. I'll grab it later. Actually, is there one in the bag still on the ground? Sometimes they sit in the thing. Well, I'll know if I'm missing one of the pieces. Do you like the Smart Bricks? Not really. I'm not like, no. It's just not a huge thing for me. The Marvel busts are not great. Yeah, they're not. They're not. I'm just not excited for any of that stuff. It kind of works out for me because I'm sitting there looking at like old stuff. So one thing I'm actually thinking about splurging on, I'm debating on it, because you know how Supergirl's coming out in a couple months. There is a Supergirl exclusive figure from DC Fandom 2020 that I'd never even seen before today, and I'm debating on buying one of the Supergirl figures, and at the very least holding on to it, because I think that figure will go up in price, and I can get a little bit of my money back, or have one super cool rare figure, because it is like the best version of Supergirl. I'm just debating on that one. Is that I really like the Comic-Con stuff, and with the fact that Lego, like a lot of the new stuff's kind of trash, I'm debating on buying a bunch of the old stuff that's more exclusive. How much is it worth now? About like 500 to 600. You can find them kind of sitting around that price. And I think if it's already 500, 600, things gonna phew, when that movie comes out. Because there's no other exclusive Supergirl variant, you know? Like, it just kind of makes sense to me that could shoot up. So, might be worth it. I was happy I got my Deadpool duck when I did, because he went up like a couple hundred, no, a bit more than that since. Come on, a little hair on my brick. There we go. Not about to close a hair into my my Lego. They're printing the sides of the torsos and smart bricks. Well, yeah, because they need to put a, what's it called? Yeah, they have to put a little label, like a warning for smart bricks, smart figs. And yeah, the Stranger Things getting upside down. Yeah, I should have. Now I'm sitting there. Okay, there definitely is another bag number 6 in here that I'm missing. That like kind of proves it to me because I'm not seeing any of that. Bag 7, bag 15, 9, 14. Okay. Literally the last bag in the box and it's done. I'm looking, I'm like, I can't find these pieces, but the fact that you need more than one, it's not a case of like, oh, I'm missing it. No, there's 3 bag number 6s in this freaking set. Yeah, I'm getting an upside down soon. So one of the things is like, because I think I mentioned it earlier, my method to get the Lego a little bit cheaper for stuff like that that's expensive, you don't buy from U.S. sellers. You have somebody that you know that's in the UK buy one or something. So I'm actually having one of my subscribers in Germany. He bought me one, and he's going to check and make sure it's real. Like because like, oh, with eBay and stuff, if someone gives you a fake thing, you can get the refund, whatever. But like he's finding them for like $200, $300 cheaper over there, and I'm just like, yeah, go find me one of those. And then once we found one that was so like a sealed one in box is going for like 700, 800, 900 over here. We found one for 440 sealed. So I'm gonna have him crack the box once he gets it, and make sure all the contents are in it. Make sure it's not a reseal or something. Because if it is a reseal, then he can of course contact eBay, figure it out, get the money back. Just this the whole nice eBay money back guarantee kind of thing. But if that's not the case and it's a normal regular set, I told him I'm like to make shipping cheaper because of course he's gonna have to do some tariffs and stuff. Break down the box and just condense it into the smallest package you can, and we'll be good. And I'll get because I don't care about the box. At the end of the day, I don't care about the box. I just kind of wanted a new one with sealed bags because I want my Demogorgon, I want my figures, I want my cloth pieces to all be the best condition for that. Especially because it's Stranger Things. It's something. It's not like a random Star Wars set that has a couple clones or something. Like there's only 2 Stranger sets ever that have minifigs and 1 GWP. So I can get that. I was a little surprised because the Barb, Stranger Things, Comic-Con figure never went down in price. Creel House, I love the build. Some of the figures are a little lacking, but some of the figures are relatively solid. Like, I love the Vecna figure and stuff. I'm getting it. It's coming in the mail. It got back ordered, even though I bought it at midnight, because Lego really did not have their stuff together when it came to that set. So, yep, we'll get it soon. We'll get it soon. But I wanted to. I'm like, if it's gonna be on back order and I'm gonna have time, dude, I'm building some Barracuda Bay up until that point. You know what I mean? Like I bought this set kind of on a whim, and I love it. I love this one. So. But yeah, I'm like, with all the new sets being like kind of trash, I'm like, oh, I guess this is time to buy some older sets that are cooler. You know what I mean? Hey, there's a one by, oh yeah. This is supposed to, did I miss a page? Or was this in like one of the steps and I just missed it? So it was in one of the steps and I just missed it. This slides underneath and it's perfectly fitting in there. I'm going to fence with it. I think maybe see it in person first. That's valid. I like the reviews of like the play features and stuff, and I'm like, this is just a cool set all around. Like, I don't have any real issues with what I was seeing from that. So, plus I did like I think Vecna's one of the coolest characters Stranger Things has to offer. So I'm like, hey, like, and I thought it was cool that they based it a little bit off of season 5. Yeah, the whole house stretching open, closing. I'm like, what the heck? Like, that's just cool, man. That's just sick. Yeah, I'm realizing this thing's freaking gigantic. We need Lego demo dogs. Facts. That's truth right there, man. Yeah, I'm just shocked they didn't put a Demogorgon in the new set. But they did get like every character you want, basically. There's a couple that are like not there that would have been cool to get, but like I did not expect them to give 13 figures in the first place, you know? So you take those wins when you can. I just don't think I have no idea how Lego thought that would not sell like insanely well, because that thing sold out so fast. I think the mall, yep, Starcourt Mall. Starcourt Mall would be a crazy, crazy set. I don't know how it would be because there's a bit of Starcourt Mall to do. And I can't picture them doing like a gigantic, huge, massive build. It's got to be like a part of something. Okay, so now little frog, some little like white whipped cream pieces there. 2 flowers, 1 pink and 1 blue. Boom. And you get Vecna. What do you think of the midi scale Star Wars sets? They're decent. They're very good, but they're not the kind of sets I want to display. Yes, Steve and Robin in ice cream uniform would be great. But yeah, I just don't really. I just don't collect them. I collected the helmets. I have all the helmets now. I built the Django a couple streams ago to finish up all my Star Wars helmets I got. But yeah, we'll get to it. Well, I just don't think they're going to be doing really any more helmets, because I also don't think they were the biggest hit. I think they did decent and they had enough planned. I think it was a case where like they just had those ones sitting on the side and they're just like, we already produced a bit of them, just go for it. And they just released the Django and the AT-AT and what was the other one? So it was 3 in the last wave. Was it Bausch in the most recent 3? I think that's how it went. I think that's one of the recent ones. Oh, I don't know. Kylo Ren, yes it was. Yes. God, what a forgettable one. I did not really care for the Kylo Ren one. I get they needed to do one. I'm happy it did exist, but like, yeah, his helmet's just kind of a bland build. I posted a short, and it's actually one of my like most popular shorts now, of somebody making like a custom hood for the Kylo Ren helmet, and I'm like, that looks so much cooler. So much cooler. Do you collect brickheads? No. Brickheads is also one of those things that like they're just like okay. It's like Lego's examples of like Funko Pop. I don't really, the energy just isn't really there. Some of them do look very nice though. I've seen a couple of them, but that I've liked, but I'm just not for me. Not for me. Yeah, for me it's more of like I collect minifig scale stuff. Very few UCS sets in general. But yeah, you got to be a little picky when you're a Lego collector, or else you're just going to have sets that sit in boxes that you're never going to build because you don't have the space for it. I'll be upset if they don't make any more helmets. I understand it, though. Yeah, they made how many Star Wars helmets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 12? No, it's 12. Yeah, 12. It's a decent amount of helmets. Like, they got the main ones down. Stormtrooper, Scout Trooper, Pilot, Vader, Rex, Cody, Luke, Boba. 3 Mandalorians is a little crazy, though. I'll give you that. But there's you could do a bunch of other clone helmets, but when it comes to helmets, you're about there. Those are the most important ones. You got a phase 1, you got a phase 2. Oh, skipping a step. There's the little flower, little pink flower I saw you earlier. Yep. And then one by one goes right in front of it. That goes there. And yeah, this is like the weird case where I'm like looking at the instructions over here because I literally would not be able to if they were up there. What about the other pieces I need? 1x2 and a little gray. So that one. That one. Boom. Boom. What else? What else? 3 brown bricks. A lot of 2x4 bricks in this set. Young me would be happy. 2x4 set bricks were the way of life in early Lego Star Wars. Every kid, it was the way they built the bases. You remember back in the day when every single Lego base for clone bases were built like this, with the bricks in between. You remember that pattern? That's how you know you're Unk. If you remember that pattern for Lego Star Wars clone bases. I remember going to a Lego store and seeing 1 2x4 gray bricks. Dude, the one time I ever went there, I filled up 2 Pick-a-Pick cups of gray bricks just so I could do a clone base. I don't know how that started. I want low key, if I was ever to do like a Lego research video, I gotta do some research on that. Because that's something that's like, I'll never understand how that became the trend. Okay. I think I got everything there. I thought there was 14 helmets. You are right, it is 14 helmets. I miscounted because I have them in like 2 rows, and then I count across, and it's 17. Here, 7 across 2 rows. You're right. I'm dumb. Your number is correct. 14 helmets is a lot of helmets, though. You know what I mean? Like, how many more helmets could you put on shelves and make? Like, it's a very nice niche line. I do find it crazy they retired, like, Vader's still on shelves, but, the Stormtrooper's not. The Stormtrooper went up in so much in price since it's, like, never, it was barely, like, around. I don't know how a Stormtrooper didn't do well or something. How big is this set? Box is pretty big. 2,545 pieces over there. Big. Big. Barracuda Bay, man. This thing's crazy. This is one of the coolest sets of all time. One of my favorite idea sets. Yeah. I only got it recently because one of the girls I bought, like Darth Vader's castle, she was selling a lot of old retired sets for about retail. And I ended up buying like 4 sets from her and made this set. So this set I think was, I don't know if it was 200 or 250 retail. Either way, I should have bought it at retail. But back in the day, that was before this YouTube channel, and I had this kind of area dedicated to like displaying Legos and stuff. So I definitely would have got it in the past, but things have changed, and now I have more space, and I'm like, yeah, When I saw it for that price, I'm like, mm-hmm. And no, I don't have Lion Knight's Castle. So that's one of them. One of those sets yeah, that one's cool, but that one, like, that's just giant. I've never been, like, the hugest Knights fan, you know? I was more of a Pirates fan when I was a kid. I remember having some of the Pirate sets. Not a whole lot, because not a whole lot were around when I was a kid, but I remember getting some of them, getting the cannon pieces. Like, the Lego cannon has never changed because it is truly perfect. Like, you put the little brick in, you pull it back, and boom, shoots it. It's, like, perfect. Where did this go? There. I guess. I don't remember exactly where it was placed, but that's a decent place for it. So now I need... more of these freaking circular bricks? Did I miss one up? I'm supposed to have another, but I can't see another. I'm so happy this set isn't Brittle Brown. Brittle Brown one made this miserable. Everything's looking right. There's supposed to be one of those circular bricks right there. But I don't see one. Might go into my bin just to grab it for now. How you doing, Hoarder? I used to like Power Miner sets, dude. Power Miners used to be the jam. One of my favorite themes ever. They were all so good. Gonna go grab that piece from the bin because I am like, where'd it go? Oh, never mind. I was sitting there looking at this and I'm like, something feels off. And it was. Because that's not supposed to be a brick. That's supposed to be 2 of these. You see Eric is streaming? The panel is. Eric's like on YouTube? Eric's streaming on YouTube? Feel bad if I'm pulling from Eric's streams. Rick. Or is he like whatnot? He is live. Sorting through my Lego figs.
He is empty now.
That's funny. Didn't know he was streaming, man. I haven't seen Eric stream in a very, very long time. He's going over figs that happened to his store. He just started. Well, good to know he's not. It's gone. If you destroy it, I'll send you $50. I need the $50 before I destroy it, and $50 is still... I wouldn't want to destroy this, especially just because of how cool it is. I don't think 50's worth it. Do a little stair there, and then a little platform with these long brown pieces. Yeah, the closest thing I get to this is the Castaway GWP. There's a Castaway? Oh, like the little, yep, the little pirate man. Did that come with this? 100 is a lot of money. Would I drop it though? I don't think. Would you actually send $100 though? That's the question of the day. Okay, don't. If you actually did, sure, I guess. Like, would I say no? Probably not. force my hand. It's the same way you guys sent me the likes and sent me the hit the like goal and I bought the freaking bootleg Lego Star Wars. Probably because my country is crappy. Just make sure something real quick. Okay. Just want to make sure no one tried calling my phone. Because I hear the house phone going off, but nobody calls the house phone. So I think it's just scam callers. I can't believe my family still has a house phone. That's the real question of the day. Like, why do we still have that thing? Like, my mom doesn't even use it anymore. Why do we got that thing? Why is that in the house? Freaking house phone. 2026. It's down bad here. I'm a Lego collector, and I know the feeling of dropping a set happened to me. But that's the difference. If people donate the money, like, it makes my set cheaper at the end of the day, and I get to have the pleasure of building the set over again. Like, that's the good way to look at it. But it's still a case of, like, oh my god, you're making me drop this set. The one thing I would say is I'd take off the sail. I drop it without the sail, because the sail has a very long Technic rod in the middle, and if that snaps, that's going to be the worst thing ever. So I would not do that. And, like, plus these sail pieces are a little bit, like, they're like fabric, so I'd take off the sail, but other than that, the whole pirate ship just plop, like, make a good clip. Oh, dropping bricks. Where did that big brick go? Okay. Well, at least at the very, like, once this is done and I finish this, I think that's the base. And it's old too. No, well, no, this is not old brown. This is 2020. So it's right in the new brown era. If it was old brown, I would have already broken some pieces putting them onto this. So I'm in the clear when it comes to that front of this Lego set. Might break a couple pieces, but I don't think there might be only a couple sets I can't break it anyway. Why would I just break it for no money in return? Speaking of, if anyone donates $1 or more, I have a donator wall. I'll write your name and put it on it. Got a couple of bricks that you can pick the color of. Throwing it out there. But I'd imagine the day someone just breaks it because they can. It's about scratched by the crazy brown. Yep. What you making? I'm making Barracuda Bay, man. Crazy Lego set. It's freaking huge. Boom and boom, and these go. Wrap all the way around. Nice. The one I dropped was one I spent an hour on. See, I dropped 2 sets. One of them being this one, the Onyx Cinder. Because, so I got this set for like $80 on clearance. And I was like, I finished building, or I was as close to finish building it. And then somebody said $100 to drop it. And I said I wouldn't ask $100. I probably wouldn't even ask $50. And then someone goes, what about $49.99? I go, sure, if you send $49.99, I'll drop the set. And then they did. And I was just like, you forced my hand there. So, yeah, drop that. But once I picked all the pieces up, but there was still some pieces of that, like little like antennas and things that like fell underneath my bed, and I had to like look around and figure out where the heck they went. But it was a fun stream moment. But and the other time was during when I was building the Death Star. I said if I hit certain number goals, I'll do different things. And the first like donator goal was to drop a random set. So I picked like one of my ATSTs. And we dropped that bad boy. So, we've dropped 2 different sets. When do you think the Death Star will retire? Long time. The other Death Stars both lasted about 8 years. So if you're thinking about getting the Death Star, you got time. But I would have said do it like before that GWP ended. You know what I mean? Like they had another time where they dropped a GWP and you could buy the Death Star and get one. So there was some good times to get the Death Star. 2, 3. I only need 3 of those pieces. 1x4. These little corner pieces. Nah, okay. Very curious if by the end of this we're going to click it together with this big portion of this ship. I think we might. This one will probably not last as long considering how controversial it is. No, I don't think that's the case. If that is the case, then go ahead. Make my set worth more. Because some of those figures are going to keep going up in price. The Beach Trooper is already like $100 figure. In the moment, if it retires at the end of this year, all of a sudden, boom, those figures are worth money, money, money. And I have the money, money, money. You know? I don't care. But it's not going to retire fast. Even if it's controversial, it's selling well at the end of the day. So you want to know how I know? So what was I going to say? So one of the stores, the store I got mine from, had the extra GWPs. So let me grab it. Just kind of give proof. Because, of course, who is crazy enough to open it? You know what I mean? Who's crazy enough to actually open the freaking Death Star GWP? Not me. I'm gonna sell that thing. Recoup some of my Death Star money. But the set, that place that I got it from months after the fact. And I was like, oh man, the Death Stars aren't selling? No. They ended up getting 2 or 100 of those GWPs for some freaking reason. So in turn, they had like 6 left when I went to go get it 2 months later. So that means that store in the first 2 months sold 100 of those. Yeah. The Death Stars are selling, man. I think they say they sell, some of the stores say they sell at least 1 or 2 a week. But that's as far as I know. And it was also like the one I went to was near Boston. So, yeah. If you're near a major city, then it kind of makes sense if it's actually selling well. Oh, that's not where that's supposed to go. It's supposed to float there. Hold on. Okay, so that's all on right. That's there. Pieces there. Okay, nice chat. I'll try to be in the next stream. Appreciate you for coming, though. I'd say Lego Star Wars fans won't care. Someone wants actually care. For me, when it came to the Death Star, I really liked the way just is. Like, I like the way everything's displayed on one side. So you don't got to spin it around to show all the details. I think everything's like built really cool. A lot of cool Easter eggs, a lot of cool figures. No matter what you say, I think those figures are very fun. Like there's a very nice list of figures you can get for that set. And this brick goes. So this sits and it floats. Like there's no brick underneath it. I guess. I think I'm doing this right. Yeah, okay. So that's how it is. Alrighty. Yeah, no, the Death Slice jokes get like I made a video talking about the memes of the Death Star, and it got like 2 million views. Like, it's one of my most viewed videos on the channel. People were clowning that thing when it first was announced, but as time went on, it is like like when it was first, like, because that was the thing. I made those memes were the moment the leaks came out. Like, it wasn't even like the set actually being existing. They just thought it's half a Death Star, seriously. And that was the thing. When the leaks came out and they were like, it's only half. You're like, how is this gonna work? And no one expected it to be like, oh, it's like a frisbee kind of thing, and everything's on one side and it's flat on the back. I'm like, oh, that's gonna display a lot nicer than the other way around. And when I actually saw it, I'm like, this is kind of cool. It's also really funny because I have a video on my channel where I tried to guess which figures would come in um, the UCS Death Star. I basically hit every nail on the head. And I was like, wow. I missed, like, I think it was the Imperial, it was one of the Imperial guys. And it was what was it called? I forget the name of the freaking thing. The purple guy. The Senate, what I'm talking about. The purple guy in the Death Star. Do you know any way to get the gingerbread ETAT? Because when I checked out last back order, every platform, they were double the price. So supposedly, according to one of my friends, the Lego website might still have them on the website given a few months. Um, but at the very least, Lego will bring it back next year. So you could probably get it. You just have to pay attention around like October, September, like a little bit before Christmas. I ended up getting my gingerbread ETAT because I went to the Lego store the day it dropped. But it's not because I was like wanted to get it that day, but it was the fact I had to go to the mall for my glasses. The glasses store that I buy my glasses from is in the mall. So I was like, you know what? Let's see if they have the gingerbread one still in stock like a couple hours after the fact. And they did. So I went and I got one, and I'm like, thank God I did, because now it seems like everybody's having such a hard time getting it. And it is one of the best Lego Star Wars sets of the year. Yeah, I'm gonna take mine apart soon and leave it in the. No, did I throw away the box for that by accident? I might have. Shit. Because that's one of those ones I would have taken apart and put back together every year. What store do you buy Lego at? It depends. I buy a lot online, but for Lego store, it's the one West Farms Mall in Connecticut. It's like one of the main ones in Connecticut. Oh, that's on wrong. That makes more sense. Yeah, I go straight to a Lego store sometimes. You're back. Built the Creel house yesterday. Yeah, my Creel house is on back order, so I'll get it eventually. Just not today. So I'll put my 3 gold bars into my treasure chest. Love that. Yeah, once I finish this bag, it's about 4:30. That's when I wanted to end stream. So I'm gonna finish this bag, hop off stream. Might come back on later tonight, but I'm not sure if I want to make a long form video about the smart brick sets. I might. Because I think that people want to hear my opinion on that, because I've already gotten it asked a couple times during the stream. Scalper on Facebook Marketplace said they had multiple houses in GWP selling for like 500. You know the best part about that? 500 is not bad. There are places on eBay, I posted a short about it, where the scalping is so bad that people are buying it for 600, 700. Not just listing them on Facebook Marketplace for that. They're buying them. They're selling for that price. So I'm sitting there like, thank God I actually bought that set day one, and it's just going to come in the mail eventually, because otherwise, dude, I would have never got that GWP. And the fact it sold out like even before like a day, Like, that's so messed up. Like, okay, just making sure. I missed a step because I didn't realize there was things. And then the brick is facing the other way. Okay. Smart brick's not a very smart decision for Lego. Hey, I'm curious on how the kids are going to like it because it does seem really cool. It seems the same way they play like all the cars and stuff. And it's interesting how you can use one smart brick and put a bunch of things. Also, look at this. They have a little piece over here. The treasure chest is supposed to hide underneath the freaking lot. And you can just grab the pirate. Building the Shire tonight. We're building Barracuda Bay. Not going to bother lifting up the whole thing, but boom. An idea set from 5 years ago. And, yeah. Just the pig sitting there eating the slop. Good. And, yeah. On to the next steps. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, they got little planks and stuff floating in the ocean. Nice. So this goes there. Crab goes there. Oh, wait, no. This goes here. Crab goes here. And this face is slightly out from there. A little bit of an angle. 2 more planks sit across the top. The smart brick sets are basically meant for kids, but the price, yeah, the prices are off. That's the real thing. Are parents going to buy them? The one I'm really curious about is the dual set, because that like reminds me so much of that classic dual, like the ultimate dual set, and I wanted that one as a kid a lot. So. Like, hey, if it's cool, it's cool. Hoping it's cool for the kids, but if the kids don't like it, that's where Lego fail. Because wouldn't it be the shocker of the year if the smart brick sets are like some of the highest selling and they do phenomenal? Who knows? You don't know. It's hard to tell with stuff like that. By the way, look how cool all the boarding and the wood design looks on this thing. Like, that's so cool. Well design, you got the pig eating there. The next one is literally just an overpriced 4+ set. That's true. Yeah, this the one, yeah, it's like 20 years old, that other one. That's the thing that's crazy. It is so old, that old classic one. But, hey, really have to see. I'm also curious to see, like, the actual reviewers. Like, I'm very curious about M&R. Because M&R, he always does care about play features in his sets. So let's see how he kind of treats it. Because he might... I don't know. I think he doesn't. I don't know his opinion on what they are. But yeah, so, like, I'm not buying any of them. That one dual set is the one I very much might. But it would have to be me finding it early and being able to do some early reviews, early videos about it. But, yeah. No guarantee. So this goes here. Little lamppost sitting on the side. And then other end of the dock thing. There. One piece there. Okay. Now to the last thing of the bag, which is this palm tree. I think it's the same build as the palm tree as the other one. Wait a minute. I have an extra piece here that Where does it go? It's underneath here. Oh, so it's supposed to sit on top of... Hold on. Let's flip back. So it's supposed to sit in the back. So the chest has... It's not like kind of floating. Okay, that makes more sense. Back on top you go. Keep Anakin away from the sand. Large extra pieces were very common when I was a young one. Yeah. Okay. And this just sticks in here. Nice. Very nice. Turn it around. Now I just need to build the palm tree. There's 3 of these. Yeah, this set's crazy, man. This set's freaking... I don't even know where this would connect. You got fake Lego, bro? Yeah, I did. Not this one. This is real, but I did get fake. Get those bootleg. I did build it. You missed that part of the stream, though. It was a fun part in the stream. Did spend too much money on fake Lego, though. That's the real kicker at the end of the day. So... I'm not putting these far enough down on the piece. That should fit somewhere. Did I literally made one of these? Oh, yes. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm like, why aren't they fitting? It's because I need to jam the other piece on top of it and do the same thing. One straight out like that, and then 2 little floating things out around the corner. It's a very nice build. What a thing. Fake Lego looks like a blessing to the wallet, though. For some people, yeah. That's facts. Very much does. Let's turn the tree. So now, let's see. Because I'm curious, where would this connect? I don't see any connectors. Does it go right there? It would line up right here, but it just doesn't have any of the connecting points to connect. See, the only place I think it could go is somewhere like here. Because you see the back of the ship has these little pegs. And it would have to connect like that, right? It's huge. This thing's insane. So it can't go like that because they wouldn't line up. It might be like this. That feels wrong. You know what I mean? Like, that feels wrong. But we'll see. We have more Barracuda Bay to get to down the line. Quick question. Will there be a video of the fit? Yeah, I'm going to do a review of it. I don't know when I'm going to do the review of it because I'm a little bit busy these next couple days. But, yeah, we'll get to it soon. And this set is Barracuda Bay. Lego Ideas set from 5 years ago. But yeah, we'll build more later. But we've been streaming for 2 hours. I think it's been a good stream so far today. So I shall see you another time. Appreciate everyone for coming by. I'll see y'all later. Peace.